Good morning, collectors. Julian from B Cosmos. I'm back for a new week of what's new in stock at the store. It is again Friday morning because I'm alone in the store, so it makes it way easier for me to do this. And tomorrow actually is a Star Wars Store Championship that I'm running about. Store Showdown, they're called now, not Store Championships. And so I will not have time to film, so we're doing it now. It's, like I said, way easier for me. Let's go through it. I actually have Omnis this week. Hooray. Clementine Book 3, the annual. Is it annual? I don't know. I don't feel it's annual. Anyways, book 3 of Clementine of the Walking Dead series. So Clementine was the character was in the video game, if I'm not mistaken. Please don't shoot me. Anyways, the third book of this series, 100 Bullets, the softcover complete collection sort of things from Brian Azzarello, book 3. So this is the second omnibus, if I'm not mistaken, the first book of the second omnibus. Next in the DC Compact line is great little books. So we've got Superman Birthright, which is kind of impressive because didn't we get Superman Birthright Deluxe Edition like last year or like maybe 18 months ago, and already the compact edition? I'm really impressed with this. I guess we're going to go for some mangas. Spice and Wolf Collector's Edition, the very first volume is here. This actually is one of my better selling mangas in a while, so I had to basically triple up, because I still have 3 copies left. No, maybe double up. On my order because they were still selling after FOC. Bunch of single volumes here. We've got, oh my god. Senpai is an Otoko no Ko, my cross-dressing classmate. I don't know. I flipped through it. I was so surprised. It is a color manga. And yeah, it just seems to be a guy's cross-dressing. Anyways, 3 Body Problem, the third volume of 3. So this is the graphic novel, not graphic novelization of the novels themselves. Of the if you've watched the series on Netflix, it's one of my favorite Netflix science fiction series. So the 3 Body Problem is available here. I have all 3 in stock. Dope Man Volume 2. Himegasaki Sakuruko is a hot mess. Again, I keep mentioning to all my staff, when the title makes me laugh, I pick it up. And The Wolf's Daughter, a werewolf tale. This just seemed interesting. This is a me try. There is no pre-orders for this. And the store used to do this sort of volume years and years ago. I remember lots of Peanuts and what else did we used to have? Anyways, there were large book editions like this. And so it's Hagar the Horrible. It is the comic strips. So I used to read these as a child in the Montreal Gazette years and years ago. And so here's the complete volume, 50 years worth of material. Oh, it's the first 50 years of Hagar the Horrible. So I don't think this will sell. I don't think you guys are the customer base for this sort of material. I thought it was interesting. I told myself, worst case is a coffee table book. I'll just buy it for myself in the future. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. Are you also fans of these comic book strips, novel, coffee table book type of material? And this is also, it's an oversized manga. I don't know much about it other than it's from Titan Manga. Also, this was back when Titan were still very much with Diamond. It was on the solicitation of one of the previous catalogs, so it was a big book, something that was a big get for them. I don't know much about it. I know it won some awards, but that's in its very large size. I didn't expect to see it in that size here. More from Titan. We've got Death Sentence, the DM cover of the complete collection. It's a hardcover complete collection. Did not expect that. Jason Aaron's TMNT softcover and library edition. All of these are both available in store. Then what else we've got? Wolverine Revenge from Jonathan Hickman and Greg Capullo. Super delayed 4th and 3rd issue, but in the trade paperback is here. This is not the Red Band edition. The difference between the regular and Red Band was that the Red Band had a couple of extra scenes per issue. Was in a whole extra $1 USD per issue. And so a couple extra scenes, and the blood was red instead of black. That's what the Red Bands are for. And then both Omnis that released this week are in stock. Hooray. Wolverine Sabretooth War, Greg Capullo and Lineal Yu covers. Greg Capullo is the DM, Lineal Yu is the main. And Lineal Yu sold a little bit better, but I actually haven't checked to see if they're sold out, but they are here. And anyways, it's great. And then we've got Marvel 2-in-1, the DM cover. It's the only one that sold. Well, that's not true. I have one main cover that sold. But the 2-in-1, the DM cover sold fairly well, and I finally have some couple extra copies for release. For next week's stuff, the July 1st, 2nd release week. So July 1st in Quebec, most businesses are open. So I am open next week. So we're going to go through books next week. The deliveries for next week's stuff arrived this past Monday. So I actually had to take care of that on Monday. And as usual, a large portion of them had to be returned. I had 4 boxes of the 18 that came in that were returned. I'm going to be short on Authority Omnibus. Of the 10 copies that came in, 9 were destroyed on impact. So I am short the Authority Omnibuses for next week, guaranteed. Then there was another one that we're going to be slightly short on. I don't remember. I think it's just DC books. I think it's not Detective Comics. That was this week. Oh yeah, Detective Comics. Yeah, we're short a couple of copies of Detective Comics for this week. Detective New 52. About a third of the copies. I know already. Okay, so no, half. I brought in 7 copies and 3 of them were defective. Well, crush corners, and I know we'll get more back. It's not a big deal. It's just that everything's delayed because of the Canada Day thing. Yeah, so next week's books, by and large, were okay. Other than, like I mentioned, the Authority Omnibus is short. It's going to be an extra week before I get replacements, even though I claimed them the same day. Everything is just slightly delayed because of Canada Day, and for us, as Saint Jean Baptiste this past week. FOC, not much this week. I was kind of surprised. I looked at it. It is I think it's another Marvel 2-in-1 or Marvel Team Up. Oh, I think it's a Marvel Team Up omnibus. It's the only Marvel omnibus that I saw, and I couldn't see anything really else of relevance, to be honest. So a really short week for, I guess, literally the last day of the month, and then we'll get a bunch of books in for next week, or next month. Solicits of July. As of Friday morning, I tried to create them on Wednesday night, and the system was still not updated. I know, having spoken with the owner of Managed Comics, it is catastrophic, the number of data points that are incorrect between different distributors, and so he is pulling out the hair that he does not have on his head, trying to sort things out so he can update the database correctly. So as of Friday morning, I'm going to try see if I can start creating graphic novels for this weekend, and I'm crossing my fingers. I know next week's on vacation, so my hope is that everything's updated so that we can start creating all graphic novels for the July solicits. But that is why, as of this Friday morning, if when you're watching this video on Saturday, as of Friday morning, the things are not up yet. It's because I tried to create them and the data was wrong and it's not creating properly. So I'm going to try again today and hope, cross my fingers. That's it. As always, if you order for $99 worth of graphic novels, you can get a 25% off Canadian cover price. Canadian cover price is often written at the back of the book. Not all the publishers write Canadian cover price, but there are more and more happening that have a Canadian cover price. Dynamite doesn't have a Canadian cover price, and who doesn't still have no, all 3 book publishers that Simon & Schuster, Penguin Random House, and Hachette Books all have Canadian cover price on their books. So I guess it's anything that's only like Diamond distributed books that still don't have Canadian cover price. Anyhow, besides that, you can order for $250 or more worth of books. That includes manga now that you can combine to get free shipping when in Canada. Otherwise, we will hold your books up to 3 months to you can get your free shipping. After 3 months, if the books are still here and you haven't shipped them yet or haven't combined towards other things, we will send you a bill so you can pay for shipping to get those books out of the way. Now, if there is a book that's just like it got delayed, the plan was to get this 3rd book or 4th book that combined towards free shipping, and the publisher keeps pushing it back. If it's a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it's fine. But if it got pushed back all like 3 months or even more than that, I'm really sorry. I would love to honor it, but at a certain point, there's so much stuff, inventory that we can hold just because all these delays, and then the reality is there's a lot of potential chances of other problems can happen. I don't know. What if there's a flood here in the stores? More on the second floor. It's very unlikely there's a flood, but stuff can happen. And I don't want to be responsible for your materials because a publisher got delayed on their books. Yeah, that's it. If there's questions, comments, feel free to email us, info@bdcosmos. I have someone new, and she's answering emails. She started this week. She started last week, and this week she started going for a few emails. It's actually rolling really well. I'm really happy with her work. So you will be seeing more of her and me in the future in emails, and then she's going to be also handling social media in the future. Our current social media manager is doing more and more inventory, and so we want to pass along the baton for social media to the manager of communication, and so she'll handle social media as well. That's it for me. We'll be back next week for more comic books, collected editions, whatnot, manga. I'm not saying manga's doing incredibly well for us because we just started it. It's going to take some time, and I have to give it some time, like I do with a lot of other product lines. So we'll see. If it doesn't work out, we'll just cut it off. But I'm hopeful. We gotta keep adding. We gotta keep pushing it, and then we'll see what happens in the future, because the wall is getting full. So you'll notice there's a lot of DC Deluxe editions that are here. Just we're redoing our omnibus section, and but the deluxe mangas have been doing great, so that's great. And we're restocking this. And hey, I brought in the full line of Sailor Moon this week. Huh. Yeah. No reason why. I just I bought one new book, and so decided to go back and order every single other novel. Yeah, that's it for me. We'll be back next week for more collected editions. Thank you so much. Bye for now.